afternoon, Jaguars, and welcome back to this week's live episode of MVTV. I'm Sarah Petropoulos.
And I'm Olivia Lakier. On this week's episode, we will take a look at Apple's newest release, see what's on some students' bucket list, and more.
To start things off, let's head to reporter Leif Campbell, who shed some light on the new AirPod Pro compared to the original AirPods.
AirPods became the most popular Bluetooth headphones in the world pretty quickly, within a span of about 2 or 3 years from them being released. You can't walk down the hall in passing period without seeing around 5 students wearing them. So in response to their popularity, Apple came out with a professional version, one with noise cancellation, a new design, and a couple of new extra features. So after using them for about a month, here's my review/comparison of the AirPods and the AirPods Pro. Since Apple is calling this generation of AirPods professional, the price has definitely risen. While the original AirPods are nowhere near cheap, the AirPods Pro are asking for a hefty $250, $90 up from the originals. But the raised price is for a good reason. The AirPods Pro have shorter stems and feature a silicone rubber ear tip, rather than that plasticky end that just sits in your ear with the originals. The silicone ear tips provide a good seal in your ear for improved sound quality, comfort, and they enable AirPods Pro's main feature, noise cancellation. Combined with the seal the ear tips provide, AirPods Pro use active noise cancellation. This works by utilizing 2 microphones, one on each bud, to constantly record and sample ambient sound, then actively play the opposite frequency back into your ear, canceling out most noise. And it works surprisingly well. It definitely works better in places that have constant white noise like an airplane. But in places like coffee shops, I found that a lot of noise likes to seep through. But as long as music is playing, I found that you can't hear anything. There's also a transparency mode that uses those same microphones as a pass-through, so you can hear everything around you. AirPods Pro also feature a vent system. When you put earbuds in your ear with a rubber ear tip like this, it creates pressure and pushes air into your ear canal. AirPods Pro use vents on each bud to let air through, so this isn't a problem. This helps avoid getting that stuffy feeling when you use noise cancellation with other headphones. But how do they sound? Like I said before, the rubber ear tips make that seal, so that automatically makes the sound quality 10 times better. And Apple has since updated the AirPod drivers to their custom high dynamic Apple driver, and I can definitely tell the difference. Overall, they sound awesome. The AirPods Pro are a significant upgrade compared to the originals. But will you be making the $250 commitment? This has been Leif Campbell reporting for MVTV.
Thanks, Leif. I can't decide if I want to get rid of my old AirPods and get the new ones.
Me neither. Maybe I'll put them on my Christmas list.
During the holiday season, many people like to find ways to give back.
The Salvation Army gives many opportunities to give back to our community, and bell ringing is a popular one during the holidays.
Let's head to Ashley Grega to learn more about bell ringing for the Salvation Army.
The Salvation Army was created in 1878 by founder William Booth. It started in the East End of London, England, and has now spread to over 100 countries like the United States, Canada, Mexico, Cuba, Puerto Rico, Brazil, Nigeria, Peru, and Spain. The Salvation Army helps with natural disaster relief, helping others overcome poverty, stopping domestic abuse, assisting the unemployed, providing shelter, and many other local needs. Because of all the workers and volunteers, the Salvation Army during the 2018 holiday season raised over $433.7 million.
I've been ringing the bell for 11 years. This will make my 12th year. I love being out here doing for my Lord, you know, and for the homeless people, the children that can, you know, is in the hospitals that's got, you know, cancer or, you know, or crippled or they can't get up and walk, and praise God. I want them to hear this. I want them to know that we love them. We love them. It's for them, not for me or anybody else. It's because God wants me to do it for them. You know, that's why I do it. And I enjoy it.
Make sure next time you go to the store and see that big red bucket, you donate to those who need it most. This has been Ashley Grega reporting for MVTV.
Thanks, Ashley.
Now let's go to Lexi and Bridget for sports and Audrey with this weekend's weather.
afternoon, Jaguars, and welcome back to this week's live sports segment. I'm Bridget Roy.
And I'm Lexi Clays. To start things off, my co-anchor shows us a look at how the winter sports team did last season.
Boys swim had a great season last year, placing 5th at league and 9th at the state meet. Senior Colby Beggs broke the 100 free school record with a time of 49.26 seconds. At the first 2 meets so far this season, they have placed 1st and 4th as a team, a strong start to the season. They compete next Wednesday at Turner's, so good luck to all swimmers. Girls basketball went 15-7 last season and were Haudamaki Harwood Classic champions. They also placed 2nd in the El Dorado tournament. As for this year, the girls are looking strong with a record of 1-1. Last season, the wrestling team won the regional meet and placed 4th at state. Brody Scott and Zach Keel both placed 3rd in the state tournament, with Ethan Kramer claiming an individual state title. Best of luck to all the wrestlers this season. Last season, boys basketball ended with a record of 2-19, defeating DeSoto and Blue Valley Southwest. So far this season, they came up on top to Leavenworth and DeSoto with a score of 47-42. Congrats, basketball players.
The girls' basketball team started their season strong with a win against Leavenworth at home. The Lady Jags had a strong third quarter, scoring 22 points and winning the game 60-43. They play Shawnee Mission Northwest on Tuesday, December 17th at home. Go out and show your support.
The boys basketball team also had a strong start to their season, winning at home against Leavenworth 71-62. They also play Tuesday, December 17th at 7:30. Good luck to all the athletes.
The Jag swimmers placed 4th at the Lansing Relays on Saturday. The 400 free relay secured a state bid along with the 200 medley. Congrats, boys. They compete January 21st at Lansing. Mark your calendars to support the swimmers.
To wrap things up, the wrestling team competed in their first meet of the season in Gardner. The Jags had 4 medalists in the top 6 of their weight category. Zach Keel placed 3rd, Eddie Hugart placed 4th, Carson Dulates also placed 4th, and Austin Keel placed 6th. Their next meet is Friday. Good luck to those competing.
That's all for this week's live sports segment. I'm Bridget Roy.
And I'm Lexi Clays. See you next week, Jags.
Good afternoon, Jaguars. This is Audrey Grabmeyer here with your weekend weather update. The temperature is going to drop drastically for Friday, where we'll have a high of 36 and a low of 29 with possible snow in the evening. Bundle up in your best tropical ski trip outfit and head out to Aquinas for the football sub-state game. On Saturday, it'll be mostly sunny with a high of 47 and a low of 31. Finally, on Sunday, it'll warm up a bit and it'll be 56 with a low of 35 and mostly sunny. That's all for your weather update. Have a great weekend, Jags.
I was really hoping for some warmer weather this weekend.
Me too. It would especially be nice to have good weather for WOCO and all the pictures.
Reporter Park Sedley has a few suggestions of good locations to take pictures for WOCO.
After break, it's time for winter homecoming. But with winter comes its challenges, like taking good pictures where it's not really cold outside. Here I've got 3 simple solutions for you if you're looking to take good pictures and stay warm.
Our first location is Cabela's.
What I like the most about Cabela's is the fact that it's the closest you can really get to a natural scene while still being inside. There's so many scenic decorations around the entire place that there's really something for everybody and a lot of stuff to have fun with. The stairs are nice, they have really nice lighting, and the aquarium is a nice place if you're looking for some artsier, classier pictures.
Our second location is Nebraska Furniture Mart.
What I like about Nebraska Furniture Mart is that you can basically pick whatever kind of background you want. You can find something that matches with your outfit well, something that looks nice with the lighting. You can walk around and within 5 minutes see a bunch of really cool locations in the store. There's some nice little stairs area with a lot of skylights. The whole place feels very nice and clean.
Finally, we have Oak Park Mall.
What I like about the mall is the fact that there's so many places in it. It's a very big open space, so if you have a bigger party of people, then you're able to spread out easier. All of the banister areas, they're pretty well lit. Another really great place to take pictures at the mall is by the carousel. It's a unique background that you aren't able to find many other places. And the photo booth can be something that's really cute and fun. It's just a fun little thing to be able to keep with you.
These are just a few places to get some great pictures, but there are many more around the metro that you can check out. Get creative, Jags, and enjoy your break. This has been Park Sedley reporting for MVTV.
Thanks, Park. It's nice to have a few indoor options to take pictures for WOCO.
To finish off this week's episode, let's go to Bennett Doyle for this week's installment of What's Happening Now.
It's December, and you know what that means. Another year recap episode of What's Happening Now. Let's get right into it.
To start off 2019, we begin with the longest government shutdown in U.S. history. The U.S. shutdown began December of 2018. It lasted 35 days and ended on January 25th. On January 29th, Empire actor Jussie Smollett was attacked by two men outside his apartment. Police would later allege that the whole thing was a hoax led on by Smollett. And finally, Amazon became the world's most valuable publicly listed company, sitting at a whopping $315.5 billion, sitting above both Apple and Google.
February started off strong with Brooklyn rapper Tekashi 6ix9ine pleading guilty to 9 counts of racketeering, firearm offenses, and drug trafficking. Super Bowl 53 took place on the 3rd, becoming the lowest scoring Super Bowl of all time, with the Patriots winning 13-3 over the Rams. The 91st Annual Academy Awards took place on the 24th, with Green Book winning Best Picture and Bohemian Rhapsody winning big with 4 awards, despite Roma and The Favorite each having 10 nominations.
Apple unveiled Apple TV Plus, which is their own take on a streaming service with original content. The starting price is $4.99 a month. Kylie Jenner became the world's youngest self-made billionaire at the age of 21. Jenner made most of her money off her cosmetic line, brand deals, and TV shows.
On April 10th, scientists from the Event Horizon Telescope project revealed the first ever picture of a black hole. The picture was taken back in 2017 but took 2 years to travel 50 million light years. On the 15th, the roof of the famous Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris caught fire. Later in the month, the Mueller report, an investigation into Russian interference in the 2016 presidential election, was released by Robert Mueller. The report came with lots and lots of redactions.
For May, we're heading to everyone's favorite state, Alabama, where a bill was put in place that any doctor in Alabama that performs an abortion will be guilty of a Class A felony, which could lead to a life of imprisonment. Tyler, the Creator, released his 5th studio album titled Igor to great critical acclaim, later becoming his first ever #1 album, making him the first artist to produce an entire album that topped the charts.
June started off with a bang after Mill Valley caught on fire. The building struck ablaze after construction crews left torches against a wall, igniting ceiling insulation left in a pile. No flames reached the inside of the building, but damages were estimated at $2,500. To no surprise, the New Orleans Pelicans drafted 19-year-old Duke power forward Zion Williamson as the #1 overall draft pick. On the 18th, President Donald Trump announced his 2020 re-election campaign.
On the 6th, beloved Disney actor Cameron Boyce passed away in his sleep due to a seizure caused by epilepsy. The Women's World Cup, held in France, ended with the U.S. going undefeated and beating Netherlands 2-0 to bring home the cup.
The Amazon rainforest caught fire, burning over 2 million acres of trees, and is still ablaze today. The fires were caused by cattle farmers burning down trees to clear land. Popeyes introduced their new chicken sandwich, which caused a frenzy, including threats and even murders, after they sold their entire 2-month inventory in 2 weeks. And finally, American financier and convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein was found dead in his cell after supposedly hanging himself amid his upcoming trial on sex trafficking charges, where he could potentially name other elitists involved.
September began with the first episode of the school year, added a new member, me. An impeachment inquiry was initiated by House Speaker Nancy Pelosi against Donald Trump. Hurricane Dorian hit the Bahamas and was the most intense tropical cyclone on record to strike the country and is regarded as the worst natural disaster in the country's history.
Todd Phillips' The Joker released on the 4th to great critical acclaim and box office success, becoming the highest grossing R-rated movie of all time. The Washington Nationals won their first World Series title after almost throwing a 2-game lead to the Houston Astros. And on October 12th, Eliud Kipchoge became the first person to run a marathon in under 2 hours.
Before the biggest district rivalry of all time between Mill Valley and DeSoto High School, vandals struck, spray painting profanity against the walls, and even throwing a brick through the window. Elon Musk revealed his Cybertruck to polarize opinions towards its unique design. And finally, on the 25th, thieves broke into a museum in Dresden, Germany, and stole over 90 pieces of jewelry, jewels, and other items worth an immeasurable amount. And that brings us to December. Have a great rest of the year and a happy holiday. Peace.
Thanks, Bennett.
We had a technical issue with weather, and this week's weather will be uploaded at a later time.
That's all for this week's episode. I'm Olivia Lakier.
And I'm Sarah Petropoulos. Please stay tuned for the office announcements following the credits. Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way.
And we are back with your office announcements for December 11th.
All girls trying out for bowling will be released Thursday, December 12th at 2 p.m. and will meet in the Activity Center entrance to check in with Coach McClure.
Stressing about finals? Join us during seminar for stress reduction yoga. We'll meet in the Aux Gym.
Students who are unable to make it for the academic letter award ceremony on Friday night can stop by the counseling office and pick up their chenille and pin.
NEHS is sponsoring a candy cane drive through the 13th. Candy canes are only $1 and will be delivered next Tuesday during first block. Students can purchase candy canes before school in front of the counseling office, after school in room A204, and NEHS members will also be making rounds to classrooms during seminar. Thank you for supporting the NEHS seniors.
The Fall Driver's Ed forms are now available in the office. The classes will start the week of January 22nd. Classes will meet Monday and Wednesday, 3 to 4:30 p.m. The cost is $225.
The lost and found located in the commons needs to be cleaned out before winter break. There are lots of water bottles, some lunch bags, coats, backpacks, and one pair of band shoes. Jewelry and calculators are in the office.
For seniors returning from shortened day to get help from teachers, make sure to enter through the office as a guest. Students must have a pre-signed pass from teachers they wish to see. Teachers may not write passes for other teachers, and students are not allowed to walk the halls. Make sure to sign in and out of the office. Failure to follow these procedures will result in dismissal from the building during student off time. For more information, go to the Mill Valley website. Enjoy your shortened day, seniors.
Detentions today are in room A101.
Please stay tuned for a video about senior shortened day.
For seniors returning from senior shortened day to get help from teachers, make sure to enter through the office as a guest. Students must have a pre-signed pass from the teacher they wish to see. Teachers may not write passes to other teachers. Students are not allowed to walk the halls. Make sure to sign in and out in the office. Failure to follow the procedures will result in dismissal from the building during student off time. Enjoy your shortened day, seniors!